People of UA, my name is Sunny aka Quackton. Let me start this video off by telling y'all a story about how I recorded this whole motherfucking video. It is now like 12:30 in the morning. I recorded this whole video. It was like 23 minutes long. And I go into DaVinci Resolve, I import that shit, and I'm ready to throw my outro on the end of it. Sorry if I just destroyed your eardrums, by the way, I just bumped my mic. But I go to fucking slide my outro on the end and export that shit and upload that shit. And my fucking audio corrupted, bro. My audio corrupted. Oh, so now and honestly, the fucking video sucked. I was super low energy, but now honestly, I'm reinvigorated or something, bro. I have a new lease on life or some shit. But yeah, we're here. We are breaking down the kits of AGL Super Saiyan God SS4 GOKU and SSGSS Vegeta, and then also INT Super Saiyan 4 GOKU. Their EZAs are coming very soon to Dokkan Sparking. Link to that is in the description. Go check it out. Follow my boy Neffy on Twitter as well. Follow Project Sparking on Twitter. Join the Discord server. Get in on this shit. It's great. It's great and I love it. But yeah, let's go ahead and start with AGL, the AGL Blues, aka the We Saiyans Have No Limits unit. So I literally just looked at their kit, bro, and I'm telling you right now, I have the fandom wiki pulled up right here. Every single, honestly, I'm gonna close this because every single kit in here is just a straight up numbers boost, which I'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, so all final battles, Super Saiyan Goddess Goku and Super Saiyan Goddess Vegeta. Their leader skill, this is just copied from the SQL, from the code, by the way. Because you can see it right here. You can see the apostrophe, all that. Their leading battle, Fate, Future Saga, or Power Beyond Super Saiyan for Key 3 and 180. They are not doing it like the base game does, 200% lead EZAs. They're giving an additional 40% to Realm of Gods and Time Travelers, and then also they are leading Superclass for Key 3 and 170% to stats. Battle of Fate, Future Saga, and Power Beyond Super Saiyan excluded. Their 12 key super attack, Rage of Warrior Race, stacking attack and defense by 30%, colossal damage. Their 18 key, 50% stacking, mega colossal damage, and lowering defense for 3 turns. That is, I really want to say like 30% for 3 turns. But I don't have those numbers memorized, so do forgive me if I'm wrong. Their passive skill, God Smashing Power, intro with another Future Saga category ally on the team. Once they are getting, one time they are getting 100% attack and defense for 5 turns, guard for 5 turns, and an additional super for 5 turns. Their basic effects are key 3 and 200% stats, and receives an additional 2 key per type key sphere attained. When there's a Realm of Gods category enemy, they get 150% attack and defense, and their attacks are effective against all types. In slot 1, they are getting 150% attack and defense and 50% chance to dodge. In slots 2 or 3, they're getting 250% attack, and 50% defense. And they are also launching an additional attack with a 70% chance to become a super. When they attack with 20 or more key, they are launching an additional super attack. Their active skill, Special Fusion. I'll tell you this right now, this condition is what it should have been on release. When HP is 70% or less starting from turn 4 from the start of battle, not turn 5 from the character's entry turn or whatever fuck shit they did in the base game, or with a Future Saga category ally or enemy in the same turn starting from turn 6. Moving along, we have Blue Vegito, his 12 key Final Flash Extreme, 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, colossal damage, and lowers attack and defense. His 18 key greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns, 50% mega colossal damage, and he is raising superclass allies stats by 50% for 1 turn. His passive skill, All-Arounder's Grand Performance. His basic effects, key plus 5 and 300% to stats. He's receiving an additional 2 key per type key sphere, or per key sphere obtained, and his attacks are effective against all types. Before attacking, he gets 30% damage reduction, and in slot 1, he gets a further 30% damage reduction, plus 100% to attack, and 150% to defense, and a 50% chance to dodge, as well as a additional that has a 50% chance to become a super. In slot 2 or 3, he's getting 200% attack, 100% defense, and a guaranteed additional super with a great chance of launching another additional super. When he activates the active skill or when he attacks with 20 or more ki, he is also launching an additional super attack. Honestly, in the initial recording of this video, I was like, they made a bad unit have slightly higher numbers than it did before. That is the case, but honestly, looking over this kit a second time, it's kind of fine. You know, like I feel like it's they feel a little undertuned. I feel like there's things that they still need. I feel like guard, higher damage reduction, I don't know. Maybe not for Vegito because he already has 60. Goodness, sorry. Like I said earlier, it's like almost 12:40 in the morning now. It's almost 1 a.m. and I'm really itching to go to bed here in a few minutes. But yeah, as far as builds go, I went crit on mine, I believe, because just of how many additionals that particularly Vegito has built into his kit and the complete and utter lack of crit in said kit. So I do think crit and dodge is the play. So that's it for Vegito. Moving on to Super Saiyan 4 Goku, greatest evolution of power, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. His lead is GT Heroes are full power, 180% in Key 3. The additional 40 is going to Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans. Good lead, I do feel like it's carried a bit more by full power, at least at the moment. I don't know what the plan is as far as GT Hero units go, but full power, I do believe, has both the Ultra Rose and Daima Goku. So they are getting this lead, but also you should be running them as the lead because they have a 230%, whereas this is only a 220%. His 12 key spear shot, 30% attack and defense for 1 turn, and colossal damage. Actually, this might be 20. I don't know. We'll see. Colossal damage. His 18 key, 30% attack defense, again, might be 20 for 4 turns, and mega colossal damage to the enemy. His passive skill, Miraculous Saiyan Fighter at his peak. His basic effects, Key 3 and 150% stats. He's receiving an additional Key plus 1 per Key 3 obtained. He's getting 30% damage reduction, and guard. When he attacks with 12 or more Key, he's getting 170% to his stats. When he attacks with 18 or more Key, he's getting a high chance to crit. After receiving or evading an attack, he's getting 150% attack within the turn, I believe, and 150% defense for 3 turns. In slot 1, he's getting another 159% to his defense, and he's getting 29% more DR for a total of 59% damage reduction rate. Moving on to Oob, his basic effects, unable to attack, 359% defense, and he's randomly changing key spheres for a certain type that is not int to int. Nephi forgot a line break right here, as you can see. So for 1 turn from the entry turn, so for his first turn, he's getting 11% per type key sphere obtained, and he is guarding with 3 more type key spheres obtained. For 2 turns from the character's entry turn, he is giving all allies 3 key and 70% defense, and when he receives an unarmed super attack, he nullifies it. I just died in the raid. Sorry. I'm also grinding sparking while I'm making a video about sparking. Something I do actually want to note, if I can pull him up, if you can notice here, this is the same. Actually, let me close out of all of this. This kit right here, 359%, yada yada yada, is basically the same. The only changes they made are buffing the start of turn effect from 300% to 359%, and instead of 10% damage reduction rate, he gets 11. That is the only change. Those are the only changes that the team made. But honestly, standbys are, especially ones like this, are typically strong enough to warrant just buffing a couple numbers and moving on to this absolute monster who we're about to talk about here in a second. But overall, I'm not too mad that they just, like, literally just buffed his start of turn and buffed how much damage reduction he gets per orb. Because he's already tanking. And he's, like, nullifying melee supers, so who cares? Moving on to Super Full Power Saiyan 4 Goku. His 12 key Dragon Strike Waltz is 50% attack and defense for 1 turn, colossal damage, and greatly lowering attack, which I believe is 40 or 50%. I don't remember which. Like I said, I don't have the numbers for, or if I said it. I know I said it in the first recording. I don't know if I've said it this time, but I don't have the numbers for lowering defense quite memorized. His 18 key is 10 times Kamehameha. He's 50% to attack for 1 turn, 50% to defense for 4 turns, and mega colossal damage. Finally, his passive skill, Unadulterated Full Power. His basic effects: 1 time he's recovering 77% HP. Sorry, he is getting 7 key and 259% to stats. He's receiving an additional key +2 per int or rainbow key sphere obtained, and per non-int type key sphere obtained, he's getting an additional key +1. He also has 30% damage reduction, and he is guarding. For 1 turn, he's launching an additional super attack, and he has an additional 20% to his damage reduction rate, up to 50. For 3 turns, he's performing a critical hit, and he has an additional 59% to his stats. When he attacks with 12 or more ki, he gets 159% attack. When he attacks with 18 or more ki, he has a 70% chance to perform a critical hit. When he attacks with 24 ki, he has 159% attack, and he performs a critical hit. After receiving or evading an attack, he gets 100% defense for 5 turns. In slot 1, he gets an additional 159% to defense and an additional an additional 29% to his damage reduction rate, which, if you throw him in slot 1 immediately, he will have 79% damage reduction, which is kind of insane. But, oh, I think I just died again. Vegeta is getting supered here. Tech Vegeta. Yup, that's 600k. Oh wait, no, I lived. Sorry. Like I said, I'm doing 2 things at once here. I'm grinding the Sparking Raid against Broly, and I'm also talking about the kits. This guy is an absolute fucking demon in slot 1. I mean, almost 80% damage reduction, guard, a bunch of supers. You want this guy to be getting as much ki as possible, and you want him to be doing as many supers as possible in base and in super full power. But so and for that reason, because he has so much crit built in, and not quite, I think this is his only goodness, sorry, fuck me. This is his only additional super in his whole kit. I don't believe he has any in base, and obviously he doesn't have any during his standby, because the standby cannot attack. So for that reason, I'm definitely going to say you're going to want to go full additional on this guy, for sure, full additional. Wherever you can't do additional, do dodge, for sure. But other than that, honestly, I think this guy's way better than Vegito by a long shot. But that being said, I do not think Vegito is bad. I just think comparatively, this guy was probably better than Vegito on release. So I'm not surprised that he's better than Vegito on EZA. But yeah, that's kind of all I've got though. So my next video should be this Friday, June 13th at the time of recording, where I should be reacting to the part 2 live stream for Dokkan Sparking, the release celebration, the Ultra Warriors Transcendent Clash campaign, or whatever it's called. I don't remember the exact name, but that might be the exact name, because I'm built different and I'm the GOAT. But if I post a video before then, whatever. If I don't, whatever. I will see you guys. I don't know what video I would record before Friday, so I'll see you guys then. But until then, that is all. See ya.